everyone's looking for the young guy. They're looking for McVay. I think take a shot out. Todd Bowles, get him a second shot at head coach and see if he can do it.
I don't think they will. If they don't have Anthony Davis, I'm saying it right now. If Anthony Davis is out for the playoffs, they don't make it out of the first round.
It's crazy. And our kids will know how great Tom Brady is because he's going to be playing.
Yes, it is 15.0%.
That's what the Yankees brought Garrett Cole to do.
He was a 6th-round pick. This is a fairy tale story that's being written in front of our eyes.
People like to call them their JV team, and they just stole one of their better players.
They didn't struggle against the Padres. The Padres didn't really put up a fight in most of the games.
Jerry Jones, hope you're listening.
Hi, I'm Landon Bowe, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NHL Opinions of the Week. And the man that I am joined by, I think we got lost in all the other sports, other scheduling, and the NHL season has just snuck up upon us as we are recording the day of the NHL season starting. I really thought it was next week. Austin.
Yeah, I did too. I'll take blame. You're right though. It did sneak up on us. There's everything else going on. We should have had it ready, but we won't make this mistake for the NBA, and we won't make this mistake in the future. But this is kind of a primer for the season. We always post a video the day the season starts, so we're still going to do that, even though we don't have our season predictions ready. Those will be ready on Thursday. But yeah, this will be an exciting year. A lot of big names moved, and a lot to expect.
Yes, and I would say the biggest thing there is Nashville with all their free agent signings, and then of course it's Utah's season. I believe are they playing?
Yes,
today?
they are playing tonight. They play the Blackhawks.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, and a game is currently going on right now, which is I find weird. Past 3:30, a game started at 3:30. I'm like, we'll see about that. But yeah, a lot is happening, and it seems like just a few in just the grand scheme. It was like, oh, the NHL finals happened, and now we're in the off season, and it really snuck up. But I would say I'm really excited. I'm trying to think. Is this the year of the brand of the jersey switch?
What do you mean?
Didn't they switch jerseys to Fanatics? Or am I thinking of... I thought NHL changed companies.
Maybe they did.
But that's another thing that...
I will say, I don't know necessarily how happy I've been with previous iterations of Fanatics jerseys in other leagues. But, because was Fanatics the one that had the NBA?
Fanatics had the MLB. I don't know about the NBA.
Oh, but their jerseys this year were terrible, right? At the beginning of the year?
Yes, and then they're going back to what it was. And if I'm correct, yes, I am. It looks like they're switching from Adidas to this year is Fanatics, based off the articles I've seen from August. So yeah, that's another thing we'll have to keep an eye on. Yep, 2024-25 season, NHL will introduce the Fanatics as the new supplier of sweaters starting in the 2024-25 season.
Let's hope it is a better drop than what happened with the MLB.
Yeah, and then the other thing I'm trying to think of, I don't think there are any big deals. You had Swayman, but he finally got extended.
Yeah. Is there any players you're excited to see this season?
Ooh, I would say Wyatt Johnston from the Dallas Stars, and then I'm curious with the Kraken in Beniers. I think he had a rough second season, but he's a guy that I view. He's going to be a big part of what they're expecting of rebounding. I'm trying to think of who else. What about you?
I'm excited for Swayman this year. He's finally away from Olmark, and that's not necessarily a good thing. But the hugs will no longer be there, but he will be the main man, and that I do think is a good thing long term for his improvement as a player. So I'm excited to see how he does. I'm excited to see Stamkos in Nashville. I don't necessarily know how that's going to turn out. I could see it being very, very good or very, very bad. We'll have to end up seeing how that works itself out. I do think that this is going to be a more interesting season because of the names that have switched.
Yeah, I agree. Just Nashville as a team is really interesting to me, just given they went all out, spent some money after I thought they were going to take it slow. Barry Trotz is their GM, has been for this is his second year. And yeah, I'm really interested in Florida and just Vegas as well. To me, it seems pretty wide open this season. There are a lot of teams where they were big parts last year. I think the Stars fit into this, where they're heading in a new direction, just given the age of Pavelski no longer being a part of the Stars and just what their expectations are. It's hard for me to know the expectations for the teams. There was also the Devils, who had a rough year last year, but before that, they were in the conference finals. So a lot of exciting teams as well.
Yeah, I do think it's going to be a good season. I think it's going to be a great year for goalies. I think that there are so many good young goalies. Some had relatively down years last year, but I think that this year it's going to be a little bit more goaltender friendly. Scoring has been up so much recently. I feel like at some point, right, it has to start coming back down to normal numbers. Last year, we had two guys with 100 assists, Kucherov and McDavid. That's the first time since the 90s. So I definitely think that that's not going to happen again this season.
Yeah, that's something we'll have to keep updated. Yeah, that's really all we have. We apologize. Austin wants to take all the blame, but it was just we weren't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about it. I thought it was a week ago or a week from now, as things just happen so quick. And that is all I have. And we appreciate you listening. And our season predictions and all the stuff we do in the off season, typically in the first week, will still happen in the first week. Won't be affected too much by the season. Will be in the first week. So that will be coming in a few days. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.